Hello everyone. As you know, I am Akshata Khatbe. Today I am here to teach about the some interesting topic about eyes. Everybody's know the eyes is the most of the important cells organ from our body. Okay, so today we are going to learn about the internal structure and the function of the eyes part. See students, see very beautiful world around us. Why we can see the beautiful world around us and why we can differentiate the colors around us? Because of our eyes. Only eyes are not responsible for the vision. With that, the light is very important. Okay, so first we are going to learn about the structure of the eyes. See why we can see the beautiful colors, beautiful world around us, because whatever rays which is coming from that object, that rays are reaching to our eyes. That's why we can see the beautiful world around us. Now let's see the structure of our eyes. Okay, see the eyes having the spherical shape, it having the muscular body, and you can see the color of our eyes is white. That's why it giving the protection to our eyes. Okay, after that you can see transparent part of our eyes. Okay, on the outer layer, the outer part of our eyes, it is very transparent. Okay, it is just like the lens of camera. Okay, so that part is known as a cornea. Cornea having the thick structure and circular structure. It receiving the light from the object. Behind the cornea you can see the dark colorful part. That dark colorful part is known as iris. Okay, so what is the function of the iris? Iris is giving the beautiful color to the eyes. That's why we are saying he is or she is having the blue color eyes or green color eyes, because it's giving the beautiful colors to our eyes. After that, at the center of the iris you can see very dark spot is there. Okay, so students, you can see the dark black spot is there behind the iris. At the center you can see that dark spot is known as a pupil. What is the function of the pupil and how it located at the centers? You can see it is located at the center of the iris. So iris controlling the movement of the pupil, it contracting and relaxing. It is very sensitive for the light. Okay, so the iris controlling the movement of that pupil, means the size of the pupil, it is very less during the daytime, and you can see it is the enlarging in size during the night time. So this all the action is taken by the iris only. Okay, after that you can see the thick structure is present behind the pupil. So that thick structure is known as lens. Just like the lens of our camera, just like the lens of our cameras, like that it focusing the and it taking the pursues the rays from the iris and cornea. Okay, see the lens is attached with the muscles from both the end. You can see upper side as well and down side as well. The ciliary muscles are present, so it helping the lens for the contraction and the relaxation. Okay, so because of that only the whatever light rays which is coming from the cornea, it get concentrated at one point, and that concentrated one rays is falling on the retina, which is present at the back side of our eyes. Retina, it is just like the screen. Okay, just like a screen of the camera. Okay, it forming the images. Okay, retina. So the whatever rays which is coming from the cornea, it get concentrated on the lens, and togetherly the lens putting that all the rays on the retina. Retina is very delicate parts of our eyes, and it is very important as well. You can see in the retina there are two types of the cell are present. Okay, you can see the first type, cone cells are present. The cone cells are very sensitive for the light, and the another type is rod cell. Okay, rod cells are very sensitive for the dark light. So these are the two types of the cells are present. Okay, so after that you can see the small nerves are present there. Okay, at the junction of the retina, one small nerves is present, that is known as a optical nerve. Okay, that is known as a optical nerve. And one more thing I would like to tell you students, you can see at the junction of the retina and the optical nerve, there is the one point is there is no kinds of the nerves are present, there is no nerves present, so that spot is known as a blind spot. Okay, that spot is known as a blind spot. Why? There is not a single nerve is present there to give the sensation to our brains, so that's why we cannot see any images at that blind spot. Okay, so I hope you understand about the blind spot there. Okay, so after that you can see retina forming the images, so that image not disappear immediately, it remain 1/16th second as it is on that retina. So how we can identify, how we can understand that? For that, let's perform one activity. So for that activity we require one cardboard sheet, small card. Okay, after that we required one sketch pen. Draw the cage at one side of that blank sheet. Okay, empty cage. Okay, and back side of that papers draw one parrot. Okay, after that small card sheet paper attached to the small thread of the string. That after that make that cardboard in a rotatory form. Okay, just spin it properly. You can see student, you will see that the parrot is look like inside the cage. Why this is happen? Because the image remain on the retina 1/16th of second as it is, it not disappear immediately, so that's why the cage image it is as it is there on the retina, and because of that it just look like the parrot is inside the cage. Okay, so understand this activity, I hope student. Okay, so after that one more interesting thing I would like to tell you student, some people's having the problem to see the object, nearby object. Okay, but they can see the object which is far away from that, which is very far from them. Okay, but some peoples are having the defect, they can see the object which is nearby to them, but they cannot see the object which is very far away from them. Okay, so that defect is cleared by the proper lens. So in old age peoples, that lens become milky white and interbead, so that disease is known as a cataract, and that disease is repaired by the operation. Okay, the cataract operations doctors are doing, after that problem will get solved. So this is about the some defect of eyes. Eyes is very delicate part, so that is also very important. After that, so here we learn about the structure of a human eyes. Okay, and the function of their part as well. Okay student, so let's learn about the eyes of other animals. They are also having the eyes, but it is not like us. Okay, they are having the different types of the eyes. Take the example of the crabs. Okay, crab having the long rod shaped eyes, so crab can rotate the their eyes 360 degree. Okay, they can see the whatever things is present at front as well and backside as well they can see. Okay, and one more example, butterfly having the large eyes. So butterflies also they can see the birds from front side as well and the back side as well. Okay, so this is the birds, they are having the eyes. One more thing I would like to tell you here student, there are two types of the bird. Okay, you must have seen some birds are means they are flying during the night time, and some birds they are flying during the daytime. So why like this? So because it is depend on their eyes and the sails actually. Okay, so owl is the example of the night bird. Okay, and eagle is the example of the day bird. So what is the difference between owl and the eagle? So the owl having the more number of the rod cell and less number of the corn cell, but here the eagle is having the more number of the corn cell and the less number of the rod cell. Just like us human being as well, we are having the more number of the corn cells in our eyes and the less number of the rod shape into our eyes. So this is about the difference between the night bird and the day bird. So I hope students you understand the structure of eyes and the function as well, and the types of the eyes are present in different types of the bird, and the difference between the two types of the bird, day birds as well as night bird. Okay, so eyes is very delicate parts of our body, so we should take care of our eyes. So this is about the structure and function of our eyes. I hope you understand, student. Thank you.